What's up, Zox fam? We're back with some more Etheria Restart. Appreciate you guys for tuning in today. Now, I'm sending you guys a ton of positive vibes. We have another banger piece of content that has unlocked, and this is going to be RTA. This is the Summit Arena, also known as the Pinnacle Arena. And this is really cool because we get a first-hand look at what this is going to entail actually in-game. So we're jumping right into it, all right? I really quickly want to go over what and how this actually works. You're going to be able to do unranked matches. So in order for you to place, you have to do 10 unranked matches. And then from there, you'll be able to actually go into doing your ranked matches and trying to fight your way up the ladder, right? Now, as far as the rules, okay? So in Pinnacle Arena, you can spar with other hyperlinkers, challenge formidable opponents, and strive to become a legend in the Pinnacle Arena. Pinnacle Arena has 8 major ranks from Iron to Legend, and opponents will be matched based on similar ranks. Now, the arena battle and the way it works is in Pinnacle Arena, both sides take turns selecting Animus. Duplicate Animus cannot be deployed during the selection process. So this is going to mean that you're going to have to build up your roster. You're going to have other things accessible other than the team that you might just be doing classic arena with, because somebody could pick your unit or they can ban it. So it says after both sides have alternatively selected 5 Animus, they can ban 1 Animus from the opponent. And the Animus in the 3rd position on both sides are ban protected and cannot be banned. So again, this is giving huge E7 vibes when we're talking about slotting and, you know, just that 3rd slot being protected. I actually really like this, like considering that, like, again, I always say this in a lot of games, if we were to take some games and have that have been their release or their year 1, those games would be massive. And it seems like they're really honestly diving into that bag, and they're like, okay, what can we do to make our game unique, but also taking systems that we know that work, that people will potentially and honestly more than likely enjoy. After a certain number of turns in battle, the damage dealt by both sides will gradually increase and the proportion of healing received will gradually decrease. So I'm gonna tell you right now, one type of unit that's gonna be extremely strong in these scenarios is units that give shield, because shield usually isn't based off a proportion of like healing effectiveness. So they might have to readjust that depending on the scaling of shield, but we'll see. The first 10 Pinnacle Arena battles of the season are placement matches. And after 10 battles, initial points and ranks will be determined based on the results. Winning battles will earn you points and your rank will increase accordingly. If you lose a battle, points will be deducted, and the higher your rank, the more points that will be deducted. So hyperlinkers in gold and above who do not participate in Pinnacle Arena for 5 days will lose 10 points daily. So they really are trying to make sure that this is a mode that people are playing. I definitely think that this is something that, again, is the highlight of the game, that they're really pushing to be the highlight of the game, and I'm hyped for that. So we're gonna try to matchmake here, get into it a little bit, see how this kind of goes. We got a match like instantly. Okay. All right. So they picked first. They went Leon. That's perfectly fine. I'm gonna go with Tiamat. Okay. Because I really like her, but I get 2 units here. So we're gonna go Tiamat, and I'm gonna go with a rotator here. All right. So they went Shiada. Okay. Let's see. Okay. We're gonna go with another rotator. And then we are also gonna confirm and lock that in. And then I'm gonna go for a nuker here. I'm gonna go Messiah, because I don't really have any other choice. All right, so they went with a heal, okay, and Obero. All right, so let's see. I'm gonna go Chloros. All right, so their middle unit is protected. My middle unit is protected as well. We're gonna get rid of their AoE nuke, because I honestly know Leon is stronger, so she can go. All right, so that's their final lineup. What did they leave me with? Okay, they took out my Tiamat. Okay, that's fine, but they gave me 2 rotators. So yeah, this is gonna be a pretty like GG oriented thing, right? Like, at least I think so. Unless they just somehow are just that much faster. We'll see what their second slotted unit, I think that's Lily. Ooh, their Obero is pretty fast. Okay. So let's see what they do here. All right, put some bleeds on them, but that's not gonna be enough. So what we're gonna do here, they are going to try to nuke, but that's perfectly fine. We're gonna go for our debuffs. All right, so full team AoE. They're gonna go for a nuke here. It's not gonna kill though, and their units aren't strong enough, I don't think. All right, so now we're gonna action gauge turn push here, and it should give me the advantage. Boom, my Messiah now gets to go, and this is gonna grant him invincibility. So now, yeah, this is gonna hit pretty hard. Damn! It gave me the turn push, which is cool. We're just gonna go S1 here just because everybody's pretty much dead. And I think the next unit, let's go debuff. Let's take her out. There we go. Now we're gonna go for a turn redistribute here. There we go. Oh, and we got a kill. All right, so now they have 1 DPS left. So this ain't bad. This ain't bad. I mean, granted, they did take one of my heavy hitters, which I was gonna have Tiamat go crazy, but it's okay. So now we can go ahead and get rid of Shieda. There we go. And then this is a auto. There we go. No revive. Okay. So we also get a separate currency for this too, called the Victory Star Emblem. This is going to have its own shop as well. I'll show you guys that in a second. We'll probably do a couple more matches and I'll show you guys the shop. So it looks like, hold on. Actually, let's go to the arena shop. Actually, I'll show you guys that first. Basically, you have your regular arena for classic arena, but then you also have the pinnacle arena. So the cool thing is that they made it to where, depending on the ranks that you hit, you're able to get other resources, or have other resources accessible to you. So they've made the leisurely summer skin a arena skin, or RTA skin, and they also have made the Demon King skin for the Chaku, which is your little robot that travels around with you. They made that also a part of the Pinnacle Arena, which is really cool. Another thing that I think is also a key note, somebody was like, asking like, how do you get some of those light and dark tickets? This is one of the few places that I've actually seen it so far, where you are able to just from doing arena, and specifically RTA, you're going to be able to purchase some of these from here. And that's going to be pretty huge because that's going to give you opportunities to get units like Heinrich or Messiah or Doki Doki or, etc. You also have 10 gacha tickets in here. You have like unlimited Etheria coin that you can buy, training data, reconfiguration chips, and of course, EXP books, right? So this again, it looks like each season in the shop resets every 40 days, I'm assuming. So yeah, that's what this basically is. All right, so cool. Oh, they didn't lock in Messiah. That was probably a mistake. I would have locked in Messiah. So what I'm gonna do here, I'm gonna go with another rotator. I'm gonna protect, actually, I'm gonna force their hand. I'm gonna go Messiah in this protected slot. Yeah, I'm gonna go Messiah in the protected slot. And then we're gonna go with Chiaki, okay? So now this is kind of going to force their hand. They have to either pick one of my rotators or Tiamat. And then my last slot, I'll go with, depending on if I can even pick them, if they have them, not sure. We'll see. All right, so, oh, this is actually perfect. So there's a lot of things that they got to deal with. They can get rid of my Chloros because they also have to worry about their Beotin because she's a reviver. Now, I don't necessarily have to deal with that. So I'm gonna get rid of Beotin. I don't see why I would want to deal with that if I don't have to. She's very powerful. That's probably the strongest unit on their team. But either way, they're gonna have to deal with me having some rotator. One of my units is faster. So it's almost kind of like having a speed lead, basically. Like they're gonna have a pretty tough time having to pick here. So yeah, I think I made a pretty good choice in my my draft pick right there. All right. So let's see who they end up leaving me with. Ooh, they're about to get murked. Oh my God. Okay. Dude, they keep leaving because these are really hard units to pick up against, especially when you like maybe might not know exactly what they all do. Okay, so let's see. Ooh, that was hard. Yeah, wow. Wow. Those were my final words. They just made me eat my words. Wow. Dude, he was so much faster. That unit, okay, that's a sleeper. That's a sleeper. Yeah, he definitely outsped me there. Wow, the outspeed right there cooked me. Wow, that was insane. Yo, okay, I'm leaving that in. That was honest right there. That was honest, dude. That outspeed kind of cooked me. Get rid of your close. see what you pick up here. So yeah, if they go for anyone on my team comp, best choice would probably be my rotator, but they went Leon. So I don't think they realize like Tiamat is actually kind of ridiculous. All right, so here we go. We're gonna boost the whole team unnecessarily, but they get an attack boost as well. All right, now we're gonna go for the AoE taunt here. Boom. All right, so, and then we're gonna go for our AoE defense break. Hopefully it lands. Nice. With some corrosion. And we're gonna S3 get rid of this Messiah, and that's their damage. There we go. That's GG. That's GG. Now, if they let my Tiamat transform here, then it's over. I mean, honestly, we can kind of go any direction here. We have advantage as far as damage goes. Let's go ahead and give everybody a shield here and nuke. There we go. So I love the fact that like Chloros is definitely a glass cannon. He's definitely, I feel like he's better in RTA than he is even in Classic Arena. Yeah, so I'm actually kind of glad I did leave some sort of gear on my Dinah because she was about to be like totally like completely no gear or anything. Band pick starts right away, right? So you're going right into unranked. We won 2 of the matches so far. Like I said, that match, because I'm that guy, I'm not gonna remove that. You know, if I would cared about being the best ever there ever was, I would definitely remove that. But my God, that guy's speed just absolutely murdered me. The last thing I wanna show you guys before I end the video, quest rewards. So this is great to do, right? So I know somebody's gonna say, hey, is it even possible for me to be able to buy stuff in the shop if I'm not going up in rank? Yes, there are participation quest rewards that you'll be able to claim. There's going to be rank up rewards, of course, which is first time hitting different ranks, which of course is going to be a huge push for most players. And then of course you have the things that I actually really like about the game, right? Is that the idea of you getting a frame is something you get to keep. This is genuinely one of the things that bothered me the most in Dislight, was the fact that you had to keep doing those seasons over and over and over, or you have to keep being on top in order to keep your frames. And it's like, don't make that the basis of what keeps a person coming back. Make it the skin or what's in the shop. Let them keep the thing that allows them to flex the most. And so they have different frames based off of your rank. So wherever you are able to land, you're gonna be able to have a frame for that. Now, the cool thing is too, is that of course, tons of crystals come with this, 2,000 crystals, right? And keep in mind, that's like technically 2 multis, right? And then of course you have 5,000 of the universal currency. What can be used with the universal currency? You can buy Animas with this, right? Or like the duplicate pieces for Anima, right? And it's not even the pieces, the whole entire thing. So super huge, right? Now I'll show you that shot real quick because this is a, I guess, connecting reward. But then of course you also have ranking rewards. So based off of your ranking here, this is something very similar to Dislight. If you rank, you will be able to receive light and dark resources. Now they probably will increase and probably will have to increase the amount of players that are ranking to be able to receive these. But again, there are chances to be able to pull these units in the regular gacha. So it's not like you're not able to not get these units. But again, just being able to pull on that exclusive unit, it is going to be one of those things that's going to really push people playing RTA, I feel like. So we'll see how this kind of turns out. I personally would like to see this open up a little bit more so that more players have access to it. Again, even if it was just a 1, right? I think that that's still a thing that would be fair just on the note of participating in it. But then definitely as you go up, you want to see that ramp up and really giving people like rank number 1 should probably get a multi, if I'm being honest, right? Like I think rank number 1, like if you beat everybody in the season and you maintained rank 1, you should absolutely get a multi. Granted, are they gonna need it? Probably not, but it's just the idea of if I'm putting in this amount of money or level of effort to be able to be in the ranking, I should be getting a good reward for that. So again, you do get other resources, but those are all like probably for the most part one-time rank up things, like for example, and the rank rewards is like just per season, whereas this is also going to be season settlement as well. So again, that's that. Now, lastly, just to show you guys the Anima shop. This is the currency that you're also going to be getting from RTA. This allows you to get duplicate copies of the units that you're working on. Again, this is basically every unit in the game. So this is all the SSRs that you can buy this with. Now it will change based off of the value, based off if they're light or dark. So it's 15K on those tokens versus 5K for you to be able to buy just a base copy or a regular attribute, right? And again, you can also use this resource on animals that you might be missing from the regular. Again, this is for duplicates, okay? So this is used to activate Anima prowess. It's not giving you the units, so you don't want to make that mistake. But that's just kind of the overview of RTA. Again, I'm gonna try to climb this as much as possible. It's actually pretty fun. But yeah, guys, that's basically going to be that. Everyone, stay blessed, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.